Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for March 28th, 29th, 30th, and 31st. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Now, you know that I'm going to use my Radley Valentine decks. The decks that are calling to me today are my Archangel Power Tarot cards for the main message. I'm going to actually use all of them today. I will pull one from my Angel Tarot cards. I will also pull one from my Guardian Angel cards. After that, I will pull one from my Emily Anderson crystal deck to see what might help us a little bit to get through these times. Now, this is the introduction, so remember, I will put the timestamp, and you press on that, I think, and it takes you right to where it needs to be. Hopefully, I will put the timestamp in the in the description so you can bypass the introduction. Okay. I hope you watch it at least once, though. Now, for the introduction, universal energies, I am going to use my Waite Rider Tarot, and we'll pull one, maybe more, from my Osha Zen Tarot cards. Now, I have prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy, but remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. Talk a little bit about the energies, what's going on for here. Now remember, all the planets are going direct, but they get close to each other. So they're like, think of it as they're like gossipy old men and women. They're just like telling everything what's good and what's bad about the world. Now, on the 27th, Mercury will be leaving Pisces, where it's been kind of lulled a little bit. It'll be leaving Pisces and entering Aries, and I think it was around 2 something Eastern time. So that, so it is moving into Aries. Now, Mercury basically took a little bit of a rest with, being in Pisces, was kind of like, okay, let's go with that flow. Let's see what happens. Mercury's expectations, these are my feelings, my gut feelings. Mercury's expectations were not met. So it is entering into Aries with a vengeance, with a force. And it's got a lot of stuff to talk about. It really wants to get whatever Mercury's message is, whatever Mercury feels the message needs to be, it wants to put it out there. Now, Aries is about, it's the first sign of the astrological year, and it is about self. It is about I. But it's not necessarily something that is really, it's not, you don't have to say that it's very self-centered or self-absorbed. Sometimes it can be, but a lot of times you have to remember that you have to take care of yourself in order to take care of others. So Mercury, that 20, what did I say that it was going on to? Again, I passed that up. On the 27th, Mercury entering Aries, it's going to be really, what matters to you? I shouldn't say you, what matters to the universe? What matters to Mercury? Okay? And expect it to be a little bit on that forceful side. It will be there for a week or two. Let's see, when does it change again? Mercury will then go to Taurus on the 18th. So it will be there for a few weeks. Now, the other thing that we want to know is the new moon in Aries. And this is what really starts the astrological season. It will be on the April 1st. Again, I think that was like 2:35 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And this is what really starts Aries. So we've had a little preliminary. We've had a little bit of Aries energy, getting us motivated, having us do things that we have to do to get ready. The new moon, remember, full moon to new moon, waning, get rid of stuff, new moon to full moon, waxing, take things in, build on things. But the new moon is really going to be more of the push. Now, I think it's interesting that it's on April 1st, which is April Fool's Day. Who's to say what that all means? But I did kind of get that has kind of a trickster type of energy. We will see. We will see what it is. But new moon is a good time for you to start something wonderful, start something big, something that concerns you. And that, of course, that could be a business or any of those relationships I always talk about. Something that concerns you. Maybe, it could be a diet program, but it could also be something that really very motivating energy here with that new moon. But again, with Mercury, forceful, getting that message out, a lot, very blunt. New moon, though, again, on the 1st of April, trickster energy. Now, more because of the people that know April 1st as April Fool's Day, but being a fool is okay because it means you have a belief in something more than you. Okay, let's see what we have here. Remember, I'm an intuitive channeler. I open myself to higher power. Like I said, I pray, meditate, and infuse the cards with Reiki energy. But I open myself to higher power, and I ask that message to come through and, and try to step out of its way. Okay, let's see what we have for March 28th through the 31st. First card is, we have that moon energy. So that is the 18. So remember that the cards all have energies. We basically go with our fire, which we're in now, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, passionate, burning, determined. We then have our earth energy, which is Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Very solid, tangible energy, money, job, career. Home, your actual building, your home. Then we go to our air energy, which is Swords energy. It is our Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. There is some stuff going on. Not quite this week. I was a little mistaken. It's more in April when Venus does some stuff with Aquarius. But it is making plans, thinking things through, hearing news. And then we come to water energy, cup energy, which is our Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And it's very fluid, very emotional energy. So now we have the moon. So is this telling us something is going to be going on around that full moon? Around that new moon. I'm kind of looking at the, I don't know if you want to say that these are dogs or wolves or feral animals. I'm kind of looking at the animals, barking at it or looking at it or and I'm looking at this moon. And, it always is interesting when you look at the cards. They always have a new meaning. And there's a very stern energy around this. So I don't know if we're going to have some stern energy leading up to that new moon. And that could be okay. That could be okay because then the new moon comes and then that clears away a lot of this energy. But there's this, this new moon, new moon, very stern, there's this, it's in front of the sun, it's kind of eclipsy, but just very new moon. And there's it's affecting a lot of the animalistic tendencies. Not quite sure what that's all about. The moon does have hidden energies, things going on behind the scenes, things that we don't necessarily have to see. So with this, with Mercury on the 27th, because that's going to be, right before this, that's going to be that Sunday. We could expect a little, like I said, as we lead up to that new moon, there could be some, really, I don't know, is it harsh? Is it stern? It just, for looking at the moon this time around, or whatever this face is in, this does not look happy. It does not look happy. And, I don't normally get that energies from these. Your next card is, okay, that is reversed. Remember, reversed cards have a little more meaning to them. So now we have a 4. Okay, we'll have an 18, 1, new beginnings, a 10, transition, 8, unlimited opportunities, okay? Now you add the 1 plus 8 together, it becomes a 9. We're going back to this card. 9, let's wrap it up. Things are done. And this could be, again, as the moon wanes, wrap it up. Things are done. Now we go to 4. 4 has a organization, some stability, also some leadership energy to it. This is the 4 of Swords, like I said, air energy. This is, I'm kind of, again, these cards are looking at this a little bit differently. We have this stained glass over here. We have this person that's basically kind of, is on their knees. And then we have, it looks like a very feminine energy. It could be the Empress, who is, I look at it, the Empress as the feminine divine, okay? Now, and there, this is kind of, it's supplication. It's asking for things. Now, the four of Swords, though, has this resting. A lot of times this is rest. Take it easy a little bit. Meditate. Connect with higher power energy, which is always, the tarot is extremely spiritual energy. So this is, it's always running through, connect with your higher power. But now with this, it's kind of like we have these 3 swords that are just hanging there. And I kind of get this like, it's kind of like, is it ready to drop? Are things ready to drop? But this person is at peace. And at the same time has a sword hidden, has a sword ready. So I'm getting this, ready to drop, sword, but the sword is ready. Okay? But pray, be at peace, rest, let the, kind of see where things are going. Now let's go on here. Celebration. I love this. I love the Three of Cups. These are my I call them my crazy ladies. So whatever's happening, it has to happen in order to bring about something better for us. Cups are our water energy. It is our, like I said, our Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, fluid and emotional energy. Three has a lot of power to it. You do something three times, you do something three times, say something three times. It's also about celebration and creativity. So whatever this is, whatever's happening, it is something that's supposed to be happening. It is something that will, again, these cards are kind of popping in the different areas. It does bring about a harvest. I'm kind of getting like the harvest is ready to, I'm kind of getting a pumpkin type of energy here. And, maybe if you're in the southern hemisphere, in the northern hemisphere, pumpkins basically are with the fall. There's a completion energy with this, but they're celebrating. They're saying all is well, all is good. Okay, now, so yeah, what do we have here? I don't know. I kind of feel like these two could be leading up to the moon. I mean, to that new moon. Chill out a little bit. This person, this person might have some danger. It might be facing some danger energy here. But if you really look, the person's face is at peace. So whatever the danger is, it's not going to affect him. And then we have our ladies, the Three of Cups, celebrating the outcome. So let's see what this is all about here. Yeah, that moon's sternness is kind of in the feral animals. But remember, I'm always saying, I do believe in soul contracts, that we come down knowing what we're going to be doing, even though it kind of goes out of our mind. We lose the memory of that. We were meant for this time. We are all light workers. That's why we are joined together here. And, just to encourage each other and keep us on track. And our light needs to shine brightly because there's a lot of darkness out there that we counter. Okay? So this is going to be one of those. Oh my goodness. And there we go. That one flipped over. So remember I was talking about the Fool. Basically have faith, the Fool. Here, let's take a look at this again. This is Osha Zen Tarot. One card came out. It is 0. 0 is God and source energy. This is called the Fool. The Fool has faith. Again, we have the moon up there. So have faith. The Fool, basically jumping off the cliff. I shouldn't say jumping. Stepping off the cliff. Stepping into the unknown. But yet at the same time has faith. And this is the beginning of a new journey. A beginning of a new path. So something's going on. I don't know that, is this for the universe? Is this for somebody personal? I don't really know per se, but it does feel like there's something that, maybe leading up to that new moon, that there's something that's just really kind of, I kind of get a judgy type of energy with this moon here. And the feral dogs, the weird, isn't a lobster? That's a lobster, right? So a lobster, isn't that kind of one of the bottom feeders also? So it's kind of, there's some judgy energy here. Be at peace, be at rest, even though things might look bad. Things aren't as bad as they seem, or they might be as bad as they seem, but they're not necessarily going to be affecting you as badly as you believed. There is a lot of rejoicing and celebration, so that would be a lovely energy to have. That would be a lovely energy. And then we have the Fool. We have the Fool, and the Fool is looking up to the heavens, looking up to the universe. So we've got really interesting stuff going on. I do want you to watch out for, well, not watch out, be aware of Mercury in Aries, because there's going to be, Mercury's been holding back while it's been in Pisces, hanging out with Jupiter. And remember, Mercury and Jupiter, they're not necessarily the best of friends. So just saying. So there was a little bit of animosity there, but Neptune, Mercury, and Jupiter, it was kind of a la-la type of land, and now Mercury's stepping out into Aries and basically saying, expect things to get real, okay? The communication, Mercury over communication, electronics. There's I feel a lot of karma also with Mercury, okay? especially when it goes retro, which it isn't going to do for a little bit of time. Okay, that's a lot of stuff. Let me know what you think. Let me know how you're interpreting this. It's just that they were really popping at me with a little bit of difference here. So take a moment to like, share, subscribe, click on the bell for notifications. Remember, you need to do that to keep me on the air, and I really appreciate you doing that. So thank you so much. Now, why don't we start our readings? And hello to my Libras. How are you? Are you finding some balance? I feel like your balance is kind of that, like ready to just pew and push you forward, propel you into your future. Of course, always your choices. Now, let's go on and see what we have going on for my wonderful Libras and see lucky Libras. We're going to get lucky Libras. Here we go. Reversed, first card for my lucky Libras, the Three of Raphael. We had that, didn't we have the Three of Cups in the introduction? I think so. So we have talked about what this is, the water energy. This is about celebration. This has a lot. I know that you're an air sign, but I always feel like bubbly Libra energy when I see this. I feel like, because when my Libras, when you start laughing, when you start bubbling, you are very joyful and joyous. But this is about celebration. This is that lucky Libra energy. So let's claim this. We're going to claim lucky Libra energy. Here we go. Reasons to celebrate, a community of friends, happy announcements regarding relationships or children. Next card is the High Priestess. So we have a 3 and we have a 2. 2 choices, crossroads, joining together. The High Priestess, major arcana, part of the journey. This is connecting with your higher power, but it's also you identifying that connection and also you meditating. This is not just a quick slip slap type of energy. This is a very deep, personal, and very connected energy. And this is one of the things for this week, my Libras. I really hope that you will spend some time meditating each day, each week, however that is for you. If you drive to work or if you take transit or something, take some time, do some deep breathing. I don't want you to fall asleep if you're driving or miss your stop if you're on transit or something like that. But this is for you, Archangel Haniel. This is for you to really connect with your higher power, because there's some messages that want to be given. So you need to be open to the messages. You need to be open to that supernatural side. Okay? Powerful psychic insights, reflection, and meditation that provides valuable information. Be at peace. Next card here, reversed. The Knight of Gabriel. So whatever this is, the Knight's underlying energy is fire. Gabriel is fire, fire, fire. This is kind of like taking a chance. So fire is, of course, our Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, passionate, burning, determined. This is, kind of like taking a chance, not necessarily a risky chance, but and then we talk about this, is this continued with this, taking a calculated risk, but it's going into it, it's diving in head first. It's, whatever you want to call it, it's making a change. It is taking action. It is saying, this is my path. This is where I want to go. There's a lot of adventure with this. And there's a lot of excitement with this too. Knights are directional. So once they're pointed, this is one of those things. It's like once you start something in motion, it just continues. So here we are, confident, enthusiastic, courageous, charismatic. Time to take action, great passion for a cause, instinctively knowing just what to do. And that happens with your High Priestess energy, because you're going to be connecting more so with your higher power, and you're just going to know what you know, what you know. Okay, so here we go. One more card. But this is really, like I said, head first. This is head first. What are you up to, my Libras? What are you doing? It's like, whoa. Libras, a lot of people think Libras are very balanced, but they really, when you make a decision on something, you just go for it. Here we go. life experience. Something is changing that goes along with all of this. This is the Tower card, where everything has to come down in order for you to develop that firm foundation. This is Archangel Chamuel. If this is Archangel Chamuel, this is a 1 and a 6, 1 new beginning, 10 transition, 6 number of man. And this means something big this way comes. A significant life event, a powerful revelation that leads to change. Time to spread your wings. This is big. This is a big week for you. This is one of those major decisions, major choices for you to do. But again, you go with it. You ride with it. Here we go. Let's see guardian angels, what they might have to say for my lovely, lucky Libras. Reversed. Letting go. Whoa, you've got some big stuff here. Letting go is 13. 1, we know 1 and 10. 3, we know what that is also. Letting go, the 13, is also in traditional tarot, the death card. So something has to end in order for something to be birthed. So you take this where it is, but there is something. Now, it doesn't have to be that your relationship, like, if you're married, in a relationship, job, work, career, whatever it is, it doesn't mean that you have to end it, okay? It doesn't mean you have to quit. It doesn't mean you have to divorce. It doesn't mean you have to break up. It's just that something inside you almost snaps and you change. You change. And there's a breath of freedom. There's a breath of fresh air. And because you make some changes and and to do it kindly, do it lovingly, do it gently, other people around you have to change. They have to. It's just what it is. So let's see. Letting go is releasing the past can seem like a challenge, but it can also be liberating. Your angels will help you let go so that you can fly higher than ever before. Endings always herald new beginnings. Choose to allow this situation to lead you to a more joyful life. Change your life by changing your thoughts. So what we think, what we think of our reality is what our reality becomes. So if you think that you're trapped, your reality is you're trapped. If you think that you have freedom, you are now free. So interesting, because you've got all this wonderful, the 3 of Raphael, you've got this Knight of Gabriel, but the 2, the 16, the 13, connect with your higher power while these changes are pushing you forward, okay? So here we go. Let's see what we have. What crystal or energy would be helpful for my Libras? Amethyst. I love amethyst. Spiritual insight. Do I have my amethyst? Yes, right over there. Spiritual insight, creativity, psychic protection, also courage. So my Libras, what you changing? What are you thinking of doing? It sounds like you're breaking, your butterfly, you're breaking out of your cocoon for a change, or you're flying high. You're freeing yourself. Anyway, good luck. Congratulations to you on that. My Libras, take a moment to like, share, subscribe, click on the bell for notifications. As always, my Libras, please know that you are loved. Stay shining and be blessed. Bye-bye.